The action from Belarus, referee Andrei Chevalov. So, ladies and gentlemen, all in attendance here at the Lusail Sports Arena, Doha, Qatar, and for the whole world watching live on the Zone pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, let's see some thunder! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he's wearing the black trunks. His official weight of 169.8 pounds. He has a record of 4 fights, 2 losses, 2 wins, and one of those wins come in by way of knockout. He is representing the Beta Squad, hailing from London, England's United Kingdom. Introducing and his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. This man needs no introduction. He is wearing the blue and red. His official weight of 167.8 pounds. He has a record of 5 fights, 2 losses, 3 wins, and all 3 wins come in by way of knockout. He is the hard-hitting KO artist, the misfit superstar, the Filipino monster, hailing from Candelaria, Quezon, Philippines. Introducing Super PAPI!
Oh, here we go. How are they feeling right now, KSI, Salt PAPI?
Okay, gentlemen, we have been ordered in dressing room. I don't want to see any rabbit punches. Protect yourself at all times. Touch those back to cones, good luck.
Andrei Chevalov, third man in for this catchweight co-main event, KSI. Finally, we get a serving of Salt PAPI and King Kenny.
I mean, I know Kenny is very, very, very confident. I don't think I've ever seen him as confident as he is tonight. I mean, we might see a demolition of Salt PAPI here.
Wow.
Southpaw and Orthodox, 6 rounds to do the business here tonight, Riley, in the co-main.
Good clean jab to the body, kicking it off for King Kenny there.
Aside the action, Benjamin Davis here with Riley Osborne, KSI, and the man, Mams Taylor. Beautiful shot downstairs for PAPI.
I feel like PAPI's moving a lot faster than he normally does. He's got a little spring to his step.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds you of his old self.
Right, and he
with the counters.
He might need exactly that to overcome the obstacle of King Kenny.
Can he keep it up for 6 rounds is the question, though. King Kenny's shown great cardio his whole career.
In the losses that King Kenny has had, Riley, what was the biggest thing working against him, in your opinion?
Well, he's had trouble in the clinch. He's had trouble in tight with his strikes. And he also has just had trouble letting the fights get away from him. But, of course, having really tough competition. That's the biggest thing. He's always taken the toughest competition he could find, as you're seeing right now against Salt PAPI.
KSI, you talked about the body work when you're facing a southpaw kick. Salt PAPI connects with the left.
Big shots from both of them.
2 minutes left in round number 1.
Oh, my.
Mams, you can see that Salt PAPI is looking to lean into that left.
He is. He's come to finish this fight, let me tell you. We are witnessing Salt PAPI versus King Kenny right now. Unbelievable.
Chevalov with the separation, 90 seconds to go. Riley, inside the clinching. It looks like King Kenny's improving.
Salt PAPI crashing forward. King Kenny.
Oh, judo.
Salt PAPI's last opponent crashed forward, was never giving him any space. King Kenny's giving him a little bit of space, and Salt PAPI's doing well to take advantage of it.
1 minute remains. Salt PAPI swings and misses on that one.
I mean, right now it's just a battle of the feet. Who can get outside to get the shot off?
KSI, when you think about the body work that King Kenny's doing, he's investing with that jab downstairs.
Well, I feel like a lot of fighters forget that the body is there. They always headhunt. And, bro, it's easy to move your head. It's hard to move your body. So it's good to always, you know, put money in the bank with the body shots, and then, you know, in the later rounds, it pays dividends.
30 seconds remain in round one. King Kenny wanting to impose his will. Super Salt PAPI dancing and gliding around.
Oh, clash of heads as well. Got to be careful there.
I mean, Salt is definitely trying to rush in a bit more to try and push the pace. King Kenny's so long, bro.
Yeah, and he's using his range with that jab pretty well, making it hard for PAPI to come in, which he needs to.
Co-main event delivering so far through the first frame. Kenny, Salt PAPI find themselves advancing to the second.
And make sure that foot is on the outside.
Some more feints and activity immediately in round two from Kenny. Art of misdirection on display, Riley.
Both these fighters trying to figure it out, but Kenny not doing a good job at getting that lead foot on the outside.
Kenny trying to put on the pressure.
King Kenny to the Olympics in 2028.
There's a clear difference in the strength of both of these fighters. King Kenny literally launching Salt PAPI around the ring.
Do you think that affects Salt PAPI's confidence of being thrown around like that?
Of course, knowing that you are the stronger man, it definitely takes a toll on you mentally.
But Salt PAPI has come up against these stronger foes in the past. Bruckner, a physical, absolute specimen, and he was floored in such short time, right?
Well, I mean, all he did was just time the shots, and I feel like that's just what Salt PAPI needs to do right now. You know, a couple more feints, you know, make Kenny guess when you're going to come in, and then just crack him with it.
Kenny is ducking to the right side, and Salt PAPI is starting to time it. He's realizing where his head is going to be.
90 seconds to go in round number two. Mams Taylor, in between the ears is where most fights are won. King Kenny at times has displayed a lack of that fighting spirit sometimes.
He has. I mean, they're still... Oh, I think PAPI is definitely the aggressor. He's looking to finish this. Kenny's still very technical. Some nice little flurries in their exchanges as well.
I mean, this is just me, you know, like, as a fighter, I feel like I've already clocked how to beat Kenny.
How?
The way to do it is you just got blitz in. I feel like AT did something similar. He kind of has a position where he leaves his head quite open, especially when you just rush in, and he always leans to the right. So if you just rush in with an uppercut, oh my gosh, you know, switch stance over and just come through with an uppercut, bro. You could do some damage to Kenny.
KSI, you've been saying it all night as well. If he just targeted the body, it looks like it'd be there for him.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, yeah, Salt PAPI just needs to throw a few more jabs just to draw out a jab from Kenny. Use that to get a slip off and then come with a hook.
Kenny testing and probing with the lead hand. Final 15 seconds. Salt PAPI, I'd say, gradually finding himself more and more in this fight.
Yeah, I mean, the movement is good from Salt PAPI, but he's just got to make Kenny pay, man. He's not making him pay enough, and, you know, right now Kenny just has the center of the ring, and he's just taking control of this fight.
Collision from both in the final moments of round two. Shevelov with the separation, but Salt PAPI, despite having slipped several times in the judo of King Kenny, I'd say is winning these exchanges.
Hard, stern warning there with the referee saying, do not hold and strike.
We've seen points be taken earlier tonight. Mams Taylor, do you think that is weighing on these fighters' minds?
I'm not sure. I don't think, at this point, I don't think Salt or Kenny are thinking about any of the previous fights of tonight. But they're ultra focused. They've got to loosen up a little bit and develop their game plan with a little more effect. Especially Kenny, I think, needs a little... he's done well in moments, but I feel like what is his pathway to victory? I can't see that right now. Salt is trying way to end King Kenny.
I tell you what, the way to beat Sol Papi, when he rushes in, step back, come through with a right hand over it.
Yeah.
We've got some amazing action coming on December 21st. It is the second installment of Usyk versus Fury. Belts on the line, glory and gold to be obtained 4 days before Christmas. Season's beatings on DAZN. Happy Thanksgiving around the United States. Round 3, Kenny and PAPI.
Second round, another close round. Hitting the halfway mark after this round.
I feel like I need to see more left hooks from Kenny. You know, he's fighting the southpaw fire, man. It's the basics.
Maybe even more activity overall, Riley.
Absolutely, and more volume. He needs to be landing in combinations. The legs are gone.
That's it. Sol Papi. Super Sol Papi stops King Kenny in round 3. What a finish in Qatar.
What a shot!
What a win here in Qatar. JJ, a stoppage.
I said it. The uppercut. What a shot. What a win.
It was power, it was consistency, and tonight in the co-main, it was all Super Sol Papi.
Sol Papi from start to finish, first round, second round. He didn't need 6 rounds. He said, I'll do it in 3.
Sol Papi is back.
The return.
He has returned. He is redeemed. He is back on track.
And what he has earned with that victory is the winner of our main event, Gibb versus Slim. Sol Papi is going to meet the guy that gets his hand raised at the end of the night. King Kenny, heartbreaking defeat. You could see that there are improvements every single time out, but unfortunately for him, it was all Super Sol Papi.
Sol Papi, a phenomenal strike, as you can see here, timed his entry, and that is what I was saying. He was timing King Kenny leaning over to the right. He knew where he was going to be, and he threw where he was going to be.
I said it.
King
It's
Kenny.
the uppercut. You got to time it, bro.
He timed it, and Kenny...
He was rendered immobile. He simply had no wheels to operate on. That was a devastating shot to the chin. Talk about high caliber.
King Kenny using the ropes to try to drag himself to his feet, but his legs were simply not under him. The lights were on, but nobody was home. You could see in his eyes that he was completely